Good morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Wednesday yesterday. Today is Thursday, March 21st, 2019. It is day 2. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, please consider the character trait we are highlighting all this month of March. It is the word honesty. Think about what it looks like. Think about what it means in your life. Think about what it looks like when nobody else is looking. As I've shared and I've continued to share, don't forget, honesty is one of the easiest things to do, especially when you are doing the right things. But if you have made a mistake, if you've made an error in judgment, when you could have made a better decision, don't forget, honesty can be one of the hardest things to do. And it should be all of our personal challenges to take it to the next level and admit to those errors. So don't forget, honesty is a very important character trait. It is both easy and it is incredibly hard. Some of you guys in the last few days have actually done a great job being honest and owning up to some of the mistakes you've made. It helps me as your principal, and it helps your teachers too, and it helps you as well to help resolve the matters and move forward. So I encourage you to think about character traits, all of them, all of the ones that we have covered throughout the year. But as far as March goes, don't forget, the character trait is honesty. Please continue to practice it. As you know, our Race for Education is still going on. I have to say, Miss Kane's class has practically doubled. They more than doubled their fundraising. Not really sure how that happened. They have a commanding lead at $450. Miss Lucky's class still maintains that second place position. They do have quite a bit to make up, but I think Miss Lucky's class is still totally capable of doing it. And then we also have Mr. Gantz's class still in that solid third place position. Miss Yoakum's AM kindergarten class is in the fourth place position. Then we have Miss Zurich's class moving up into that fifth place position. That would be Miss Zurich's AM kindergarten class. And then Miss Ogrechek makes an appearance in that sixth place position, as well as Miss Eshelman's class in the seventh place position. So many of you guys are doing a great job raising money for the Race for Education. Don't forget, it is benefiting our PTO. A lot of the fun things that we do, great events, great lessons, great activities, after-school activities, evening activities, a lot of that is paid for by the PTO. They help allow us to take a standard school experience and make it a very uniquely Fort Zeller experience. So a lot of the great things that we get to do here, it gets paid for by the PTO. So help us out. Help all of us out and raise money for the Race for Education. Our Mindful Kindness Challenge is also going on. Don't forget, yesterday was the International Day of Happiness. Hopefully you had an opportunity to wish others a happy day of happiness. And hopefully you also had an opportunity to sit and think about all of the things that make you happy, the small things, the big things, all of those little things and big things that you ought to be grateful for. And then hopefully you also went over to your friends and your classmates and asked them too what made them happy, and encourage them too to be grateful and thankful for those things in life. Our 3 expectations here at the school, don't forget, are number 1, be respectful, number 2, be responsible, and number 3, show that you are ready to learn. Also, the B-Bucks Cafeteria Challenge is still in effect. Miss Eshelman's class is in the first place position. And then we still have that 3-way tie with Miss McDonald, Miss Ogrechek, and Miss Booth's class in the second place position. And then we also have, to round it out, Mr. Gantz and Miss Kane's class in the third place position. At this moment, I want to invite you to take a seat just as I am. You can sit crisscross applesauce as I am doing today. You can sit on a chair just as I did yesterday. You can stand or lay down, but wherever you are, assume a position of comfort. Now, what has become a slow but growing trend is that kids, you have been thinking about ways to help anchor your thoughts to your breath. I have shared that there are some students who are coming up with different breathing techniques that help them focus on their breathing. And so today I want to introduce you to another breathing technique that students brought up. This one happens to be a submission from one of our first grade girls. And this girl felt like to help her breathe, she would do kind of a variation of the starfish breathing where you kind of trace yourself up and in, except on a bigger level. To breathe in, she would drag a hand over her arm up towards her armpit, breathing in, and then breathing out, back out towards the fingertip. So I want to invite you guys all to do the same thing. Let's take a cleansing breath first. I invite you, if it feels right, to close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, you can simply soften your gaze and focus on a point in the classroom. And take one hand and begin at the other hand's fingertip. And take a breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. What I like about this breathing technique is that it really, really forces you to make these breaths as long and intentional and purposeful as possible. Let's try that again. In, out. In, out. I invite you to begin at this moment, breathing in and out. And as you get the hang of this breath, knowing as you are breathing in that you are breathing in, and knowing as you're breathing out that you are breathing out, allow your senses to expand to your greater awareness of this environment you sit in or stand or lay in, this time, this wonderful morning. Allow your five senses to really be aware of where you are, the sense of touch, to notice the temperature perhaps, or your sense of smell, to notice the sense of the classroom in which you sit or in the hallway. Be particularly keen about the sounds that are coming in through your ears. Notice your feelings and the sensations within your body. And always anchor back down to your breathing. If your mind wanders, by now you should know, and I encourage you not to be upset or frustrated. Simply tug at those thoughts, tug at your mind, and bring it back to the anchor of your breath. Study the feelings and emotions inside of you. If you sense confusion, consider where it's coming from, or sadness, or anger, or fear, happiness, joy. Those feelings that you feel are often influenced by thoughts from the past or the future. But don't get too caught up on that, because the whole goal of a mindful minute is to be here in the present. But acknowledge those feelings and those emotions. Sit with them and allow those feelings to tell you what they're trying to tell you. The more you fight, the stronger it gets. The more you fight off or try to hold off those emotions, the stronger they get. Instead, let go and allow those feelings and emotions to sit with you, to tell you what they need to do before they move on. Now, in a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter, and if you can't hear it anymore, you may slowly open your eyes and awaken to the rest of this world. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Whether you have a great day or not is ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I will step out of the frame. When we come back, I will share with you our Mindful March Kindness Challenge for today. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Now for your Mindful March Kindness Challenge of the day. Notice when you are tired and take a break as soon as possible. In the Mindful Minute, even today, I asked you to notice the sensations and feelings in your body. Oftentimes that is joy or sadness or those feelings that we might have because of things that have gone on in the past and things that may be that we are anticipating in the future. But don't forget there are physical feelings, like being tired. Those are real feelings. Oftentimes we work hard, we play hard, and sometimes our body is telling us to stop. Notice where you are, notice the state of your body, and if you are truly tired, at the right moment, at an appropriate moment, even if you have to finish off your task for now, make sure to take a break, to rest. Sometimes that is all your body needs to do, and when you come out of that rest, you will be renewed and refreshed. I encourage you to do that. That's something that Mr. Lin definitely needs to practice. And there's something that every single kid out there, I hope that you look and you study your teachers too. And if you notice that they too are a little bit tired, encourage them to stop and take a breath. Don't forget our teachers and our paras and all of the grown-ups at the school are also human. And we should treat each other with the same human dignity we all deserve. And sometimes that is the simple encouragement to rest. Your teachers will be asking you about how you feel and whether you need to rest. I hope you take the initiative to start asking the same questions back at your teachers. I can't wait to see you guys around. Today is a wonderful Thursday. It is Friday Eve. Make sure to enjoy it. You will never have another Thursday, March 21st, 2019, ever again. So I encourage you to take full advantage of it, to recognize the blessings of being in this present moment, and make this a great day, the great day it deserves to be. I'll see you guys around.